Hello everyone, my name's Allison. Welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, June 18th. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. And I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy and look at guidance and advice from Spirit and see if any opportunities and challenges that are coming your way and what the universe can tell us about that. All right. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. All right. What does the universe want to tell us for Sunday, June 18th? What do we need to know? Okay, so this keeps coming up recently for a lot of people, whether I'm doing private readings, personal readings, or whether or not I'm doing this in videos. This is very interesting. Temperance comes up a lot, and so does the Hangman and the Tower. So I really like what I'm getting from this right off the bat. So let me explain to you what I look at. Your recent past, your present, your near future. This is your opportunity and this is your challenge for today. And that again is Sunday, June 18th. So what I'm getting right off the bat before we clarify is that you've got the King of Swords, you've got the Nine of Wands, and then you have the King of Cups. So in your recent past, you definitely had some truth moments. You had a lot of truth coming in. You had a lot of knowledge, critical thinking. You spent a lot of time analyzing something. And we'll get into what that is when we clarify it. And in your present energy, you're being called upon to activate your magic. You're being called upon to take action on whatever it is you want to manifest. Everything you have is inside you. It's just you needing to take the action. You've got the confidence, you've got the will, you've got the knowledge, you have everything inside you. Now you need to activate it, okay? And then for your near future, you've got the King of Cups. So you definitely have, this more mature love, intimacy, using your intuition, really coming to life at a stable, centered heart place. And you're very comfortable within your own skin. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Different deck. But yeah, I definitely see that you are very comfortable and you're in a good place. Oh, there's the Death card. Okay, so these really wanted to fall out. So I'm going to put it in this order. Okay, so we just need two more cards. The cards are very active today. Oh. All right, so let me pull the last one. Wow. Oh, I love it. Wow, a lot going on here. Okay. So what I've got is really, you kind of have had like this find Jesus moment. You've had it where, you've really had to come to some truths and use your critical thinking to get there in your analysis. And, you're very intelligent. You've got the knowledge and you've got the skill and the maturity. And you've had to release a lot of things that no longer serve you. I mean, you've really just had to let go of some things that you've been holding on to. And it really worked out for you because you were able to then recover and heal yourself. And this is all your recent past. So you really did some good work to release this stuff, okay? You're very well aware that time is finite and that you can't waste any time to get rid of it. And you really did a thorough job because, again, like I said, you're in the process of healing yourself. You know, mind, body, and spirit, you are definitely on your way there. So if you want to look at it this way, you're able to heal it mentally, physically, and emotionally. You know, you're really in a good place. And so your present energy, you're here to activate your magic. I think that you've really realized what it is that you're looking for and what it is that you want in this life. And you're able to look at maybe a little bit of divine inspiration here. You know, you're able to get in touch with spirit and to get into the mysteries of life. You have some secret knowledge that you were able to tap into. Maybe you got downloads from spirit. Maybe it came to you in your dreams, maybe when you're daydreaming. Doesn't matter how it came to you, but you're definitely getting downloads whether you're aware of it or not. And I see that you're really coming to it from a heart space also. And this is really important because you've healed yourself. You've got some connection to spirit. And I think that you're able now to give yourself some self-love. In addition to coming from an open heart place, you're actually able to love yourself too more. And that's a hard one. A lot of people don't have self-love and they don't take care of themselves, and they really need to. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself and taking care of yourself. More people need to do it. There's too much self-hatred in this world right now. And for you to come to this space is really beautiful, and it's really going to help you, and especially as you go into your near future. So, you know, you're activating your magic, you're manifesting, you're on point, you know what you want. Everything you have is inside you. You don't need anything external. It's all internal, but yet, like I said, you are getting some downloads and you're showing some self-love, which is beautiful. That's going to help you with your self-actualization. And so then for your near future energy, you've got the King of Cups. I mean, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. I mean, the love is just really coming out of you, and that's a good thing, right? That's what we all want, is love. So you've got the King of Wands here to help you actualize and to continue going forward with this love energy, with this love space, with self-love, loving the people around you, having the intuition, having a connection to source, to God, to spirit, whatever word you want, the one source, whatever word works for you. You are definitely having this beautiful connection. And so anyways, you're given the ability and the confidence to self-actualize yourself. This is a theme that has just been coming up for everybody. Like I said, whether it's going to be in a private reading or whether it's going to be something I'm doing on YouTube, but really, this just seems to be the theme of June right now, which is good, right? So you're self-actualizing, you're confident, you're in a leadership role. You do have something where you need to clarify your path. There is a little confusion. I don't feel bewilderment here, but I do feel that you might have a little confusion on what your path is, but just minor. And I think you just need a little more clarity because you're self-actualizing, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like you still have, maybe something is hidden and it's more of a mystery and knowledge that hasn't come out yet. You're still percolating it in your head, and it hasn't come out to the surface because, you know, like when they say, well, why don't you sleep on it? So I kind of feel like maybe you're not aware of all the downloads that you've gotten. You know, they're just still coming to the surface. Because remember, this is a daily tarot reading. And so maybe that's what's coming up. That's not what you haven't been able to tap into all the mysteries yet, I guess is a better way of phrasing it. So anyways, it looks beautiful. And let's go ahead and look at, here's your opportunity, is Temperance. I mean, you can't make this up. Your opportunity is for Temperance, which is right here. You're healing yourself. Okay, you've had a loss, and now you're healing yourself. This is your recent past, but your opportunity is to continue to heal yourself. I think it's continuous self-love. Maybe give yourself a spa day. Treat yourself to an ice cream. I mean, do whatever it is that you need to do that makes you happy. Treat yourself to a walk on the beach if you're really busy. Just, you know, write that time in your calendar and make that time for yourself, because it will help you recharge your batteries, especially if you can get into like the ocean, right? Because that salt, you've got those negative ions and they will recharge you. Kind of like when you take a salt bath to cleanse your aura. You're cleansing that daily aura, and you're getting rid of any negativity, right? So it's like when you cleanse a stone, a crystal, right? So like if I wanted to cleanse this crystal, I would leave it in salt. And I'd wash it, and then I'd put it in salt and let it sit for a while, and then I'd pull it out, and it will have released all the negativity, and it will have cleansed it from its vibration and its energy, in case anyone did something nasty to the stone before I got it. So, and this is fluorite, by the way. This is something that it keeps calling to me. I have several of them, and it really wants to be here for these readings right now. So I keep that here. I have a couple of them, actually. And so, anyways, not to get too off topic, if you can get in salt water, that's fantastic. Even if it's a saltwater pool, it's still that salt. Because like if you take a salt bath, whether it's Epsom salt or whether it is Himalayan salt or whether it's magnesium flakes, whatever it is that will benefit you. Just remember, salt can be a little harsh on the skin, and you don't need a lot if you take a bath with it, just a little bit. So, getting back to your opportunity, this ties into the self-love and the ability that you're healing right now, and you're really coming from a heart place. You're very authentic about this. And let's see, your challenge is to get to what you want, which is the 10 of Cups. And this is just beautiful. This is family. This is happy. This is joy. This is an open-hearted feeling. These are unicorns here, a family of unicorns. You see the magic. They're dappled unicorns, which makes them even rarer. And it's just really this opportunity for beauty and love and family and what's really important in this life, right? Not materialistic things. This is really what comes down to what your soul wants, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the advice and guidance from Spirit. In your recent past, we have the Six of Swords. In your current energy, we have the Hanged Man, and this is called suspension. And then in your near future, we've got the Tower. This is called the Folly, but it's the Tower. So again, you have a lot of clearing out to do. This is slower paced, and you've been thinking a lot slower. But at this stage now, you're just, whatever's left over, you just need to let it go. Just release it really fast. It's not serving you, and that way you can move on and get to the happy place that you really want. This is your challenge, is to get here. Okay, so let me pull some clarifiers. Again, this is the suspension. You need to look at things differently. You need to go in for a time of deepening, where you deepen your knowledge, and it's introspection, and you're going to end up being reborn. And I think that's part of the self-love and part of what you're doing here, what I see. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. Oh, how beautiful. The Lover's card. We got that. Oh, okay. And the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Swords. The Tower. Okay, Death, Tower. You've got a lot of stuff that you need to release. And again, this is a daily tarot reading. You have a lot of stuff that you can just get rid of, walk away from, let go of. I don't know if there's anyone toxic around you, but, tell them to fuck off. Move on with your life. Whatever it is you need to do. But, yeah, this is telling you there is something that you really need to get rid of if you want to be able to get to that happy heart space and have that beautiful sense of balance that you worked on, and that self-love and that recovery from whatever it is you let go here. This was a slow-moving one. This is like whatever's left, you need to let it go. Or if something came into your life that's not exactly what you want, you need to let that go now. All right. Knight of Swords. And the Hanged Man again. You've got the Hanged Man twice. There's a lot that's being carried over that's a duplication. We've got the Temperance twice. I'm going to say this is 3. You've got the Death card, but then there's the 2 Towers. You really have a lot of stuff you need to work on to let go of. You've got the Hanged Man twice. You really need to look at things differently. You need to go within, and maybe there's something that you need to surrender to. That way you can have this form of enlightenment to pull yourself out of this situation at this point. Maybe it's also enlightenment. So let me go ahead and start with your recent past. So you've got the Six of Swords, and you can see the Six of Swords, she is overcoming, I don't want to say overcoming an obstacle, but she is outrunning danger, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 wolves have chased her up a tree, and she knows that there's danger afoot, but because obviously she ran up the tree, but she's not going to come down until after they leave. But she's also not going to let them screw up the rest of her day or her life, right? She knows that that danger is there, and she's just going to wait it out. So again, choose your battles. She's not choosing to go toe-to-toe with these people or these wolves because she won't win, actually. So you choose your battles. She's just going to walk away. She didn't even choose to fight them. They just came at her. So your advice is to choose your battles and to definitely let that danger pass, because there is some danger afoot. Again, this is your recent past. But you've got the Lovers here, and you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So, the guidance I'm getting from this is that, you've put in a lot of meticulous work, and I think that that's really where you came in up here, and you released a lot of things, and, you're healing, and it feels good. Maybe it didn't feel good at the time, but it does now because you released stuff that wasn't good for you. It was it was inevitable, right? Death is inevitable. It was inevitable that stuff had to leave. But now you're healing from it and you're feeling much better. And the advice is to, you have a relationship coming in, and you've worked really hard to be able to get to a place where you can allow someone to come into your life, because what your challenge is, what you want is a happy family, the ultimate happy family. But I guess you had to release some stuff to give your life the ability to have that potential of bringing that in. Because when you get into your present energy, you're going to self-actualize. I think you're getting some downloads. Self-love, you're kind of continuing with the healing. You're coming more from a heart space now. You're not doing quite as much thinking, but you are doing more where you're able to open up your heart. But you're being asked to look at things differently, go into a suspension period where you're introspective, and you're going to be reborn. That's what the dragonfly is right here. You're definitely going to be reborn, but you have to do the work. And this is what I'm being guided to tell you. And this is the Nine of Swords, and these are the thoughts and worries and the things that keep you up at night. And he kind of brought this on himself, if you look at this. And these are more the emotions, it's his passions, connection to source. But he brought this on himself. And if he would just take a moment, he could make these go away. And I think that's what the Tower is here for. You can make these go away. You just have to change the way you think. You have to look at it differently. Sometimes when uncomfortable situations happen to us, it doesn't feel good in the moment, but it feels good after it happens, and we see how that has released us from something to allow something better to come in, right? And so that's what I am getting from here for your present position, is that you really need to let something go. This is the advice, is that you need to look at it differently, and again, you need to let it go. But it seems to be something that you're obsessing on. You're going within. The advice is to go within, and you need to get rid of whatever it is. Maybe you overthink things. Maybe you're obsessive compulsive on something. Maybe you have a little bit of delusion. You're bringing this on yourself. Whatever it is, you need to let that go. And then, so when you look at your near future energy, you're really coming from a good space. You're coming from a heart space. You've got the confidence and the charisma and the action, this beautiful divine masculine energy to make it happen. And again, the advice from Spirit is you need to let it go. And this is a reoccurring theme. You have got to let whatever it is in your life that is not serving you go. If you didn't hear it the first time, This is the second time it's coming up. So you really need to look at what it is you need to let go. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over to stress it. Spirit is saying it over and over. The Death card, the Tower, and the Tower. And so the advice is to continue to release what no longer serves you. Okay? You've got the Knight of Swords. He's brilliant. He rushes in. He's very intense. The Knights have the duality. They've got the positive and the negative. And so for what I see is that I'm feeling the vibe is that you've got both coming at you at the same time. You know, while he's very witty and he uses thoughts in his words, he really does rush in. And in this case, I feel like you rushing in is a good thing because it ties in with the Tower. This is going to allow you to just rush in a little bit and release what no longer serves you. I mean, maybe you've reached your breaking point and you're just kind of done and you're over it. It doesn't have to be like a yelling or shouting, but maybe it's just like, you know, you're kind of fed up and you've reached it and you're just like, you know what, I'm done. Go, gone. Whether it's a thought, an idea, a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is, right? You just kind of like maxed out, and now you're going to come and you're going to use your intellect to figure out how to release everything and move on with it, how to improve your situation. And again, it might not feel good while you're doing it, but once it's gone, you're going to feel relief. And again, you're being asked to look at it differently, and you will get enlightenment from it. Because at this stage, once it is released, you will not only look at it differently, you really will have a sense of enlightenment. Here you're more in suspension. You need to go introspective in your present energy. But then when you get into your near future, you know, you are learning, okay? You're still continuing to release stuff, but you are definitely learning along the way. And you're going to have that enlightenment. And it ties in with the moon, where really you're going to get back on path, and you're going to have clarity of vision of what your future self is. And so, yeah, that's what I see for you. I mean, it's really a cool reading. And so let me tie in your opportunity. Your opportunity is for temperance. And again, that is for self-healing. And then your challenge is going to be to have that beautiful, happy family full of love and a heart space, what everybody wants in this world. Okay? All right. Sending you lots of love. That is your daily tarot reading for Sunday, June 18th. And if you would like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.